TraxNYC.com, shooting live from 64 West 47th Street, TraxNYC headquarters. I'm here to show you guys a little bit about our Sapphire custom bezels. You have your Daytonas, you have your 36s, you have your 41s, you have your Milgauss, you have your subs, and you have your GMTs. First and foremost, my personal favorite, okay? This is a 41 millimeter naked. What that means is it doesn't have a box or papers, but the price is right. Flower, a prong setting all the way. If you wanted a box for a piece like this, it would probably cost about $2,000 on top. This watch, as it is today, $23,500 out the door, okay? Naked, if you want box and papers, about $1,000 on top. Now, one really important thing that I want to tell you guys is whether you have a 36 millimeter or a 41, a GMT or a sub, the inside diameter of the watches is the same. So zoom in and let me show you guys, okay? Here I have a 41 millimeter, bezel comes off. And here I have a 36 millimeter, bezel comes off. So let's just say, I'm gonna get into detail on all these bezels, but let's just say we wanted to put this bezel on top, right? This is a stainless steel bezel, white diamonds. It's for a GMT or a sub because it has rivets on the outside of the bezel, okay? VS quality, channel setting, beautiful piece. It's gonna fit on a 36 the same way it would fit on a 41, okay? The problem is the 41, it just would not look right. The inside of the bezel must be shaven down, all right? You shave down the inside of the bezel and you're able to put it on any bezel. So just a little something, whether you're looking for a 41, a 36, or 40, the bezel can always be modified to fit any watch, all right? So let me give you a exclusive, detailed look on all these bezels. This video is gonna take a while, but there's a lot of information I wanna convey to you, and it's really important that I convey it to you clearly and slowly so that everyone can be an educated consumer.
So let me just ask you, sorry to interrupt. Me personally, I wanna know, you're saying that any of these bezels could fit on here, or?
Absolutely. Any one of these bezels can fit on a 41 or a 36. The fact is do you want to be the guy or the person to have something exclusive that doesn't come from the factory? For example, you can take a 41 millimeter, all right, and throw on a multicolor sapphire bezel. If that's what you want, it's cool. It doesn't come from the factory like that, right? So you kind of want to plan it out. From the factory, you want to have a good look and you want to have an authentic look.
You want to have the factory look.
Exactly. It's not that this is fake or it's not real. It just didn't come like that from the factory. For example, right? Something you're not going to see from the factory is this beautiful red face, full bust down flower setting. What does flower setting mean? It means there's absolutely no gaps in the setting. All right, you see that? For example, this is not a flower setting, it's a regular prong. Whereas the flower setting, you're using about 30% more diamonds. You have a much better shine. Not to mention, you see the side of this buckle? Full busted down. Even the side, each link, everything has diamonds. There's not a big price difference in these two pieces. You'd be surprised, but let me break it down to you. For example, my favorite comparison would be your red face, full bust down with flower setting, okay? Or your two-tone. Believe it or not, this red face full bust down and this two-tone is the exact same price. Why is that? Well, because the two-tone watch has gold from the Rolex factory, 18 karat gold, and it costs about $4,000 to $5,000 more than a plain stainless steel. So forget about diamonds, forget about setting anything at all. This watch costs $5,000 more, but you can get it from the same price. Both 41 millimeters, all right? And the red face does come with box and papers, and so does the two-tone. You can
just to interrupt, gold on this one equalizes the flower setting on that one?
Exactly, because you have about 20 to 25% more diamonds. Either one of these pieces can be had for $25,500, okay?
25,500.
So $25,500, $25,000 flat, bottom dime. It doesn't matter how long you've been shopping for us. These Rolex watches, they have a value to it. We love our return customers. We give everyone a return customer discount, but when you're looking for a piece like this, there's not too much wiggle room with the quality. Okay, so let's put these on the side. Okay.
25.5 stainless steel flower set, or the standard set two-tone.
Exactly.
And any bezel fits on this? I could put a multicolor fruity?
You can put a fruity, for example. Okay, so let's just start from the top. I want to go through everything very carefully and important with you. This is a yellow and blue diamond bezel. All right, so this is 14K yellow gold. You have about 5 carats total weight. You have white diamonds and sapphires. I'm gonna skip and be very, very quick with this. This is about $4,000. And I'm gonna go through the rest of these pieces very quickly, and I'm gonna give you guys numbers because everyone always DMs us, hey, I like this, I like that. I'm gonna give you numbers plain and clear. Number 1, all right, yellow and blue, about 4,000.
And which watch is that for originally?
Okay, so this is gonna be used for either a GMT or a sub. You can put it on a 36 or a 41, but it's just not gonna look like factory style. Absolutely,
okay.
Right? You have yellow gold with mostly black diamonds and some white diamonds. Black sapphires and white diamonds, sorry. This will set you back about $3,400. You wanna go all stainless steel right here? All stainless with the riveted bezel will fit any GMT and any sub, $3,400.
$3,400 for a classic diamond bezel, and it's got princess cuts?
No, these are round cut diamonds, VS quality.
Oh, okay.
As you can see, every stone is set to perfection, and the way that the stones are set, they allow for maximum shine
is that a channel
and bling.
setting?
This is a channel setting.
Okay.
Very reminiscent of the older model subs and how they came. Now, number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 is a rose gold, red, white, and blue. Now, all these sapphire bezels have approximately 5 carats of diamonds. They're all give or take somewhat of the same price. This one will set you back about $3,800 simply because you have rose gold in the bezel. A lot of gold content raises the price, all right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's number 4, rose gold. All right, number 5 and number 6, very important here. Okay, number 5, you have mostly black diamonds with some white diamonds. And number 6, you have mostly white diamonds with some black diamonds.
The reverse.
The reverse. Huge price difference, right? If you want to have mostly black diamonds for a GMT or a sub, it costs you about $3,000. Whereas if you want to have mostly white diamonds, it's going to cost you $58,000. $3,000 to $58,000, we're talking about almost a $3,000 difference, but it's a huge difference on the appearance of the watch, all right? With the trillion markers upside down. So a GMT with these type of diamond settings is $50,000, $60,000, very expensive. You can buy a GMT at the fraction of the price, plain Jane, take the bezel off and put one of these on. Yeah, sure, it's not genuine from Rolex, but who can afford a Rolex with these type of diamonds? Rolex diamonds is too much money. Last, here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, you have a few more bezels. I don't want to take too much of your time today, but there's just some pieces I have to show you, okay? Sure. We're gonna skip a few of these pieces. If you have a Yacht-Master, a mid-size Yacht-Master, 35 millimeter, I mean, look at that, all right? Each sapphire, painstakingly, we really map out each one of these stones. Every color has to match perfection, and the cut, the clarity, everything is matching. So a piece like this for a mid-size Yacht-Master 35 millimeter will run you back about $3,200.
Now, does Rolex make a Yacht-Master with this type of bezel?
Absolutely, they do.
That's what it is.
The new Yacht-Master 2 mid-size model or the large size model, they have the Tutti Frutti bezels, rose gold with all the different colors. It's a big seller, all right? Huge retail price. Go to the store and ask for one. You're not going to get one. You have to get on the waiting list. You have to buy 2, 3 more models before they even look at you. All right, TraxNYC.com. We're going to give you anything you need. A few more pieces, and there's a bezel right here. So just I want to show you guys how easy it is for these bezels to come on and off. All right. So you have a 36 millimeter plain Jane, no diamonds, no aftermarket work at all. This bezel right here, it comes off with tension. All right, so what the watchmaker will do, they'll take a blade, a razor blade, and they'll put it right in there. All right, they'll pop it up a bit, and then you can take it off. So
can we see how this one fits on top?
Absolutely. Okay, so
on this one, and this Datejust?
For the 41 millimeter, right, we'd have to shave just a tad bit, just a tad, but we're talking a millimeter, half a millimeter, something that the normal eye would not recognize, all right?
Okay.
If you were to walk into a store and they showed you this bezel, they say, oh yeah, no problem, I can put it on your watch. They can put it on any watch simply because they can. They can shave the inside of the bezel and fit it on.
But let's see what it would look like.
Absolutely.
Just to see.
Okay, so you have You want to make sure that that
Oh,
trillion
that's a
cut is
whole
at
different.
12.
Yeah, that's a whole
I
different
mean,
look
look
right
at that
there.
watch.
Whoa.
You have the blue dial Roman numeral markers.
And we shave it, we can put it on.
We can put it on, we
stainless
can make
steel
it
or
happen
whatever
for
it
you.
is.
Okay, we can even make it a rotating bezel. If you have a sub or in GMT, your bezel will rotate. If you have a 41, 40, or 36, your bezel will not rotate.
Beautiful.
Standing by. Okay, so now, last but not least, you have a 14K white gold bezel with the emeralds. Something about the green
Yes.
of the emeralds, the money green, it's mesmerizing.
And this is a beautiful emerald color right here. This is not your average emerald here.
Exactly. This is not your average because someone took the time to sit there and match all of these greens to their greens. For example, there might be 50 or 60 stones. In order to match all these greens, they'd have to go through about 1,000 or 800 individual sapphires just to match these greens.
Can we see how this green looks on here, just for as a curiosity?
Sure. So if you put the blue face with the green, see, this bezel doesn't have to be shaved down.
Yeah.
It just goes right in. Boom.
Wow, you could really transform any watch into something ridiculous. with this.
And that's the beauty of it. A lot of times the Rolex store, they'll scare you. They say, oh, you put something aftermarket, it's over, you have no warranty. Listen, they make Rolexes dependable, reliable. You're not gonna need a warranty 2 years into your purchase. Nothing's gonna happen to it. You wanna save money, you wanna buy from a third market party or a gray dealer or someone like us, and just pass the savings on to you. So instead of paying $12,000 full retail for a watch, buy it on the secondhand market for 10, take that extra 2 and invest it into a cool bezel.
How much is this bezel right here?
The emerald bezel, okay, as you see it there is about $3,100. You have 5 carats, you have a 14K solid white gold bezel. Now, if we were to make this bezel in steel, we can save a couple dollars, but you know, someone who wants this quality of emeralds, they're gonna want it in gold, okay?
Okay.
Which is not to say anything bad about steel, it's just a little bit of a preference, okay? Yeah. Last but not least, but there's still a few things I need to really go over with you. Milgauss. All right, you have your, well, let's just start with the 41. Everyone has a 41 millimeter. Here we have the dial and bezel combo. Rainbow bezel with the dial. Something like this will set you back about $3,500. If you don't want the dial, minus $400. So about $3,100. But the time and detail it takes to set these stones, let alone match them, is really, really difficult. And when you add it to your watch, you're adding at least 50 to 60%. So what does that mean? If you buy, what I'm getting to is these Daytonas, right? These Daytona dials, a rough Daytona on the market can run from anywhere from 15 to 30,000. Plain Jane without nothing. But when you add this dial or this bezel, you transform your Daytona from a $30,000 timepiece to a $90,000 or $100,000 timepiece. Why is that? It's the look, baby, right? If you go to any one of the top watch sites, the #1 watch that they're looking for is this gold dusted or gold flowered Daytona dial. Either you can get it plain Jane, where it has the plain diamond dial and the sapphire bezel, or you can get the full micro pave dial. Now this micro pave dial, as you can see, we have baguettes, the colored baguettes on each diamond marker. Really special stuff, so let me price you out. Now, if you have a Daytona watch and you want a sapphire bezel with the hour marker diamond dial, it's gonna set you back about $3,500, okay? So think about it. $15,000 for a Daytona beat up. You put a $3,500 bezel, you're in for less than $20,000, but you have the same look. You have a $90,000 look that.
But these guys got to remember that you're giving them a sweetheart deal here for $3,500 or whatever it is. I mean,
absolutely.
You know, you could have even though I'm here with you, you could have told me $6,500 and I would have.
Well, let me tell you that. Let me tell you why I'm giving you guys these prices. So these prices, they're essentially wholesale prices.
Yeah.
My dealers sell to their customers for $500 or $600 over the price I'm giving you. Why am I giving you this price? Because I move volume, I move weight, right? Any other jeweler, they might have 1 or 2 orders per day. We're having 10, 15, 20 orders per day for each individual item. Look at the showcase. That means I have 500, 600 orders every single day for all these pieces. Not to mention all the customs and all the projects that we're working on. Last but not least, I know you guys want to go home, all right? The watches. I can't stress this enough. 41 millimeter full pave setting, two-tone, 24,500. All right, you guys want to see Josh and the store? If you're at TraxNYC, you better check that booth. You got to have F1 or not, all right? Because all these other vendors on 47th Street, they're staking our business. They're saying they're Trax, they're not Trax. Trax is right here, right now only, okay? You have the 41 millimeter rainbow bezel. All right, so what we did was we took one of these bezels, we outfitted, it's a beautiful piece. You simply cannot go wrong. You're gonna turn heads anywhere. When you buy from TraxNYC.com, our dials will always change it up for you. If you buy a full pave, you buy a black one, you buy a red one, you come back in a year, 6 months, you want a black, you want a white, you want to interchange it, free of charge. I'm changing Rolex faces free of charge. If you bought something here, we're gonna switch it up for you. So every 6 months, every 4 months, just give me one business day to switch your face out. I guarantee I'll make it happen for you. TraxNYC.com, live chat, 2 years to pay it off. What else can I say, man? 15 years in the business, shop with confidence.
All right, our team is a no pressure team. We just want you to get what you want. This is Josh and Peter, right? We've got our operation upstairs. Our whole team is up there ready to help you out. And,
one more thing though, one more thing. I gotta show you one more thing.
Yes.
White mother of pearl, yellow sapphires. All right, this is for all my Asian buyers. In Asia, this watch is crazy. This is for a Daytona. All right, this is for a yellow gold version.
Wow.
I won't even give you the price, but if you're interested, DM me. I'll make it happen for you.
All right, 100.